Hey everybody, this is Ernie and Kobe coming at you from Vaughn-Da-Rosa Farms. We gonna be doing them last 3 breeder bins tonight, separating the worms from the cocoons. The last 2 days they was entirely too wet, and I done a short video earlier how I dried them out, and that worked extremely well, just adding a little peat moss to it. Alright y'all, let's get started. Let's get to sifting. Okay y'all. Here's what I was talking about. These are my 3 bins I was supposed to well, technically supposed to have separated 2 days ago. I was going to do it last night, but the material's still too damp. It's a little damper than I like it now. So what I'm going to do, and anybody starting out, the way to prevent that is do what I should have done, take my covers off a week before I was wanting to sift them, fluff them, and let them be drying. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little peat moss and just sprinkle all on the top. Just mix it in real good and see if in a couple hours that won't help soak up some of that moisture. And then this evening, me and my grandson, he's here today. We're going to come down here and sift and sort. Yeah, that's feeling a lot better. Just a couple small handfuls. Just that easy. And I still got a few clumps and stuff like that. But what I'll do is I'll let that peat just help absorb some of that excess moisture. Yeah, that's amazing. That feels twice as better than it did. So I'm going to do these other 2 bins and we'll pick back up after a while and we start sifting and we'll see how she goes. Okay, here we are on the 3 bins finally. We're on the first one. Kobe's sifting away, doing a really good job. Hope he's learning, but you know, that's yet to be seen. Say something, Kobe.
Where's something to throw at you?
Oh, go child abuse is papa. Alright, but anyway, what we're doing, we got 3 bins to do. We own the first one, and we're using 2 screens, a 1/4 inch, and then an 8 because I don't want to lose no worms, and I'm trying to catch and evaluate the cocoons, which again, they still probably ain't gonna be that many because the worms are still growing. But if you look right in here, I think this we said was week 6 or 7. They are starting to put some size on. We started out with lots of babies. We just got to be patient. Alright, let's get this done. We'll be back. Okay, y'all. We got the sifting finished on the 3 trays. We got the breeders bedded back down. We got them fed. I'm feeding on the top. Feed about twice a week. See, these worms are starting to really get some size on, so it's not going to be long. We're going to see an increase in cocoons, and I can't wait till next week when we do the second round of the first 3 bins. Y'all watch that one if you would, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate all the worms from each bin and weigh them, and hopefully start a 4th bin into the cycle. And another thing to add new people, you don't want to use chlorine water in your worm beds. It's not good. It can kill the microbacteria, which is part of the little ecosystem. And I'm going to be doing a video in a day or 2 on something I'm going to try, because I'm on city water, and them big worm beds that I've got just pouring it in 5-gallon buckets and letting it sit for 24 hours, which gets rid of the chlorine. But that's a pretty big job, big as them beds are. So I've got something I'm going to show that I'm going to try, and I hope that it works. But anyway, what we did on these 3 bins, the other 2 I done got put up, we fed them all with about a 3-finger pinch, twice of lime, and I also put the same amount of ground up oyster shell for the grit. And then what we did over here, we ended up with the nursery bin. This is the one that we just done. There's some worms in here that fell through. A couple I just let stay in there. It's got cocoons. It's got some young worms. I believe some of them might have hatched. But what I'm going to do with these, here's the first one. It was August the 3rd when I set this one. I'm going to let these stay in here probably 4 to 6 weeks. See, there's a baby worm right there. And then what I'll do is I might sift some of the castings out, or I might dump the whole thing in the bed. I'm not sure. But I'll be dumping all these each week. I'll create one. And then in 4 to 6 weeks, as I dump them into beds, each week I'll have another one to dump into my big beds where they can really start growing. So y'all, that's going to wrap it up tonight. Hope you got something out of it, enjoyed it. Thank you for watching it. Thank you for those that likes it, subscribe, and if you ain't, I ask you to. And like I always try to say, take time to smell the roses. Be thankful for what you got. Don't worry so much about what you ain't got. Try to help somebody. See ya.